The House Oversight Committee has launched an investigation into possible insider trading on prediction market platforms Kalshi and Polymarket. This marks one of the most direct congressional actions targeting the fast-growing event contract industry. Committee Chairman James Comer announced the probe in a press release, confirming that the inquiry will examine whether individuals with privileged information exploited prediction markets for profit. The committee also published a letter to the platforms outlining the scope of its concerns and requesting documents related to trading activity, market surveillance practices, and internal compliance procedures. The investigation centers on whether traders with access to non-public information placed bets on Kalshi or Polymarket ahead of publicly known outcomes. The committee is looking at specific trading patterns that may suggest advanced knowledge of political or policy decisions. It is important to note that the probe is an investigation, not a finding of wrongdoing. Neither Kalshi nor Polymarket has been charged with any violation. Congressional inquiries of this nature typically involve document requests, staff briefings, and potentially public hearings before any conclusions are drawn. The move comes as prediction markets have gained mainstream visibility. Polymarket, in particular, drew attention during the 2024 U.S. election cycle, though the platform has also faced questions about the security. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Of its contract infrastructure and user fund safety. Prediction markets allow users to buy and sell contracts tied to real-world outcomes, from election results to economic data releases. Prices move based on the collective probability assessments of participants. This mechanism is what makes prediction markets both powerful and potentially vulnerable to manipulation. If traders with non-public information can consistently profit from known future events, it undermines the integrity of the market. The Oversight Committee is now asking whether such activity is occurring on Kalshi and Polymarket. The investigation is still in its early stages, but the request for documents suggests the committee is seeking detailed records of trading behavior and compliance practices. The committee's letter to the platforms indicates a focus on trading patterns and the internal systems used to monitor and report suspicious activity. The platforms are expected to respond with a formal submission. The stakes are high for both platforms and the broader prediction market ecosystem. If the investigation uncovers evidence of insider trading, it could lead to regulatory action, including potential enforcement measures or changes to market rules. This could also influence future legislation or oversight measures targeting prediction markets. For now, the probe is still in the information-gathering phase. The Oversight Committee has not indicated whether it will hold public hearings or issue a report. However, the fact that the committee has taken this step suggests that it views the issue as significant enough to warrant formal scrutiny. Prediction markets have become increasingly popular among traders and investors looking to hedge or speculate on political, economic, and cultural events. As they grow in scale and influence, so too does the attention from regulators. This probe is a sign that prediction markets are no longer operating in a regulatory vacuum. The next signal to watch is the response from Kalshi and Polymarket to the Oversight Committees. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Letter: how they frame their compliance procedures and trading surveillance will likely shape the direction of the investigation. If either platform reveals gaps in its monitoring capabilities, it could become a focal point for the committee's inquiry. Additionally, any public statements from the platforms regarding the probe could signal their level of cooperation or concern. The broader market should also watch for any follow-up actions from the Oversight Committee, such as public hearings or the release of a report. These would indicate whether the investigation is leading toward formal regulatory action or simply a deeper understanding of how prediction markets function in practice.